Hello, my name is Rutuja Bende and today I'm gonna explain the concept of recursive functions in Python and demonstrate it using a program by printing Fibonacci series. Now let's discuss what recursion means. Recursion is essentially a programming technique in which a function calls itself to essentially solve a problem. Now it is used when the problem can be divided into smaller subparts of the same type, not of the different type, and instead of solving everything at once, the function divides the problem into smaller parts so that it's easier. Every recursion function has two cases. One is a base case and one is the recursive case. The base case stops the program and the recursive case is when the function calls itself. Now here you can see a normal recursive function. So first of all, what we do is we define a function and we name it. Then after that we apply the if-else condition. So firstly in the if condition we'll write the base case and we'll also return it, and after that we'll put the else statement and then we'll return the recursive case, which would be our actual case in which the program would go ahead, or if the condition is not met, the program would directly go to the base case and it would stop there. Now we'll understand recursive function with the help of an example of the Fibonacci series. So what is Fibonacci series? A Fibonacci series is a sequence of number in which the number is the sum of the previous two digits. So let's suppose if our first number is 0 and the next number is 1. So 0 plus 1, its sum is 1. So then the third number would be 1. And it goes on like that. And the formula that we use for Fibonacci is f of n equals to f of n minus 1 plus f of n minus 2. Let's discuss our problem statement. So the program should take number of terms input from the user, and then it should use the recursive function to generate the Fibonacci numbers, and then it should display the Fibonacci series up to the number of terms as the input given by the user. Now let's write the program together. So first of all, we'll define a function, and suppose we are naming it Fibonacci, and we'll also give it a parameter called as n. After doing that, in the function itself we'll add up a if-else statement. Now in the if statement, first of all we'll write the base case. So in the base case we'll return the value 0, and if the input is 0, then the value that would be returned is 0, and the same goes for 1. So that would be our base case. Now in the else condition, we'll write the recursive case, which would be that we'll return the Fibonacci digit. So our formula that we have already discussed is Fibonacci n minus 1 plus n minus 2. So yeah, now we have defined a recursive function. So now we'll take the number of terms as an input from the user, then we'll apply a for loop and we'll take I as our iterating variable, and after applying that we'll print the Fibonacci series, and we write end equals double quotes so that the output would be displayed on a new line so that it's better to see. Now this is the complete program. So yeah, we have defined our recursive function, then we have taken our input from the user, and then we have printed our Fibonacci numbers. This is the output of our program. So suppose if you entered number of terms as 6, so it will display the Fibonacci series up until the 6th term. We have completed our program finally. Now let's discuss the Python concepts used. Now first of all, we defined our function, then we used a recursive function in it as well, and then we also applied the if-else condition, the base condition, and after that we also took the input from our user and we used an iterating variable for our for loop, and essentially we printed our result. So these are the concepts. Now let's discuss our conclusion or more so of a revision. So recursive function is essentially when a function calls itself and the base condition is necessary because it stops recursion, and the Fibonacci series follows the recursion formula, and we have successfully printed the Fibonacci series using the program that we have discussed, and I hope you understood the whole concept of recursion and the Fibonacci series by this video, and thank you for watching.